Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Skip, aka Skip and Taj here of the Sacktown Breakdown. Catching up on some reviews for you guys. Got another one up here coming at you. This one won't be a very long one, but it was an important win for us. Of course, this is the Kings versus the Washington Wizards. Very good road win for us. It was a very necessary win. And I just want to tell you guys thank you for being patient with us as we catch up on these games. We're doing our very best to cover all 82 games between two people, 41 apiece. It's tough, and especially during the holidays where you do service jobs, so all services go up. So big thanks again to my man Tap holding it down. As I catch up on our continuity, it almost feels like, we're out of order. We've covered games that are newer sooner than games that are older. We have, but we're committed. We committed to ourselves, first of all, to cover all, as many games as we can, at least 76 of them. But we want to cover all 82. So thanks for allowing us to do that. Thanks for tuning in still. Even if you just coming in to drop a comment or a like, we appreciate it. We'll try to keep these ones short. They've been going a little long because I always like to make my points, but I'll try to keep this one at about 7 minutes, so that way you guys can get our takes, get back out, and move on to the next one, and then we'll all be caught up for the games starting next week in December. But here we are, and let's look over at it. So, Washington Wizards versus Sacramento Kings. We were on the road still. It was a pretty solid road trip. Harrison Barnes was our highlight player, 26 points against Bradley Beal's 20 points for the Wizards. Nemanja Bjelica with 12 rebounds to Mo Wagner's 11 rebounds. Buddy Hield's 5 assists to Bradley Beal's 8 assists. And Rashawn Holmes with 4 blocks and 2 steals to Davis Bertans' 1 block, 1 steal. We're going to take a look at the team stats. They always tell the story. Washington Wizards actually got more shots than we did. They got 92 shots to our 81 shots. We were being efficient playing defense. That's why we almost kept them to under 100 points. Again, a reoccurring theme here, with the exception of the Nets game, is that we're keeping guys pretty close to the 100-point mark. And when we do that, we usually have success. Of course, when it comes to three-pointers, they actually shot more than us and shot it slightly at a higher clip. They shot 3 more than us, and they made 2 more than us. So they had 38% from 3, where we had 35%. Free throws, we actually did a good job of getting to the line, and I think that's really the main thing that kind of helped us out outside of Harrison Barnes' fantastic performance. We notoriously do not get to the line very often, and it really hurts us, especially against better teams. We got to be able to slow the game down. We got to be able to get some points when the clock is not running. We got to be able to game plan, recuperate, and better control the pace of the game. And we did a good job of that here. We went a little more than twice to the line than they did, 2 times, I should say. So they went to the line 12 times, missed 3, so they shot 75. Went to the line 28 times, made 24 of them, shot 85%. Assists, they did have 7 more assists than us, 29 to our 22. And they even out-rebounded us. And that was something that was concerning me when I was watching the game. We had been doing much better on rebounds, but they were down there out-rebounding us with big bodies like Davis Bertans, Mo Wagner, and they had another big who I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but we'll take a look at that as well. We did get 9 steals to their 5. We did get 5 blocks to their 2, and we did have 3 less turnovers than them. And us protecting the ball is another thing that really worked out for our favor in this game. Now, another thing that's different from this game compared to the last game against the Nets is Bogdan Bogdanovic did play this game. He took the Nets game off, recuperated, got some treatments done to his thigh, came back into this game, and helped us win it. Sacramento Kings coach Luke Walton hoped to avoid a track meet against the Washington Wizards on Sunday night. Harrison Barnes matched his season high with 26 points, 7 out of 10 shooting. Bojan Bogdanovic did not play. Bojan Bogdanovic plays on a totally different team, but I understand they cover a lot of NBA teams, so I get it. Bogdan Bogdanovic had 21 points to help the Kings, because Bojan Bogdanovic doesn't play for the Kings. Sacramento held Washington, the NBA's second ranked offense, to 49 points after the break and 21 in the fourth quarter. take a look at the stats. Also, actually, before we take a look at the stats, let's look over at the game. Washington was actually slated to win above us with 58% to our 42% as far as the fan voting was concerned. And come over to stats now. Let's take a look at Washington first. Bradley Beal in his 41 minutes, so he played a lot of minutes. 20 points, 8 of 18, 2 of 6 from 3, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Isaiah Thomas in his 29 minutes did very good, had 17 points, 6 of 11, 4 of 7 from 3, which helped him out big time, but not enough to win, unfortunately. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and 1 block. Good job, IT. That's who it was. Why am I forgetting his first name? Thomas Bryant. I believe it's Thomas Bryant. Could be a different name. Sorry. But Bryant was the other big who was down there rebounding. You can see 8 rebounds from him alone. 14 points, which is awesome. 7 to 10 from the field. 5 of those are offensive rebounds. So again, just putting the ball back. And had 1 steal. Rui Hachimura didn't have the best game. He's one of my favorite rookies to come into the league. I personally have taken a liking to Rui Hachimura. His professionalism, his rather high IQ, lacks a little bit of aggression, and I think that will come with time. But his high IQ, the understanding of pacing, the understanding of timeliness and urgency, moving the ball, I really, really, really like Rui Hachimura. And my good buddy Tommy Takahara, being that he splits time between him and Japan, Rui Hachimura is an additional excuse for us to have conversations and get together. So shout out to my man Tommy Takahara, and shout out to Rui Hachimura and all of his success that I feel he will have in the NBA throughout his career. Hit 1 of his threes, had 4 rebounds, had 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 1 steal. And then I believe it's Troy Brown. Not entirely sure, though. 14 minutes, had no points. Didn't hit any of his field goals, obviously. 3 assists, 1 steal. Davis Bertans in his 29 minutes, fairly good. 12 points, 4 of 10 from 3. He hit 4 threes, which really was putting us on notice. 6 rebounds, again, banging down low, grabbing those rebounds. 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. McCray, I'm not very familiar with, but contributed 12 points in his 23 minutes, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. Mo Wagner, 18 minutes, 12 points, 6 of 9 from the field. He didn't hit any of his threes, and Mo Wagner is a bit of a stretch big. He can hit threes, but it looks like Davis Bertans took care of that as far as bigs were concerned, but he did have 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And 1 steal for Mo Wagner. Ish Smith played 24 minutes, had 7 points, only 1 of 4 from 3. Did have 5 rebounds, though, little old Ish Smith, the little Ish that could. And I should say the little Ishmael that could. That makes more sense. And 2 turnovers, 1 steal. CJ Miles, who unfortunately just continues to decline, but, I mean, he's had his time in the NBA. Only played 5 minutes, had 3 points. And not much more. 1 rebound, turned the ball over once, and had a foul. Isaac Bonga, who also came over with Mo Wagner in the trade that was done with the Los Angeles Lakers, only played a minute but had 2 points. And then the rest of the guys just played a minute and didn't really contribute much. Take a quick look at the Sacramento Kings before we get out of here. Again, Harrison Barnes in his 34 minutes had 26 points. Also hit a 3 of 3 from 3, which is awesome. 100% from 3, or 1,000, I should say. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers. Buddy Hield in his 36 minutes had 18. Wasn't really hitting as many shots, but found a way to contribute on defense. Did hit 3 of 7 from 3, so he hit his threes, hit all of his free throws. 5 assists he had. Only turned the ball over twice, and I had 2 rebounds. Rashawn Holmes in 36 minutes, 16 points, 7 of 9 from the field, which is fantastic. Had himself a double-double with 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, and 4 steals for Rashawn Holmes, really helping us out on the defensive end. Corey Joseph had a good game for Corey Joseph. 35 minutes, he had 10 points. He was 5 of 10 from the field. Missed his 3. But he did have 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. And Nemanja Bjelica wasn't as effective as he normally is as far as offense is concerned. But he did have 6 points. He didn't hit any of his threes, unfortunately. But he did have 12 rebounds, which really helped us out. He did have 5 turnovers, though, which hurt us, obviously, but 3 assists, 3 steals. Bogdan Bogdanovic in his 27 minutes at 21 points, 7 of 16. So having him back again just really helps us out big time. Hit 3 of 9 from 3, which is solid, about 30% roughly, 33.33333, I believe is what that equates to. Only one turnover. He was taking care of the ball, and 1 steal. Justin James came in, gave us 16 minutes, gave us 5 points. He again was playing that inspired defense that he does, just using his length and athleticism to be pesky. He's almost like a second Corey Joseph out there, which only thing better than one Corey Joseph is 2 Corey Josephs, especially if they're coming off the bench, right? Yogi Ferrell in his 12 minutes did his best to contribute. Didn't get a lot of shots off, but he did have 4 points and 4 rebounds. So the little Yogi that could. And that was pretty much that. It was a matter of us taking care of the ball, a matter of us also, being more patient on offense, moving the ball around, and then really Harrison Barnes and our defense, just pecking away. Like I said, one of the things that helped us, even though it was only 3 less turnovers, our sweet spot for turnovers are between 12 and 14. Really, I would say even 12 and 13, but between 12 and 14. So being that we kept it there and we took care of the ball there, that, like I said, that really helped us out, especially since they were getting more shots than us. We were just really efficient with our offense and hitting our threes, We only hit 11, 35%. We were right there, right below what the league average is, but it was enough to keep us in the game and have us get the dub. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Got one more review to do before we caught up. And then we have a game on Saturday. Against who we're playing on Saturday? I believe Philly. Philly's in town. And then after that, we're back on Monday with another game. I forget who we play on Monday, but we'll find out. Might be Monday or Tuesday. I'll double check. But you guys can look at the calendar, obviously, and see. Well, you know what? Why don't I go ahead and do it for you since I'm in here? That's right. So today, which is Saturday, these are being done on Saturday, we are playing against Denver. And then after we play against Denver, then we will be in December. So on Monday, December 2nd, we play against Chicago. That's right. Yeah. So, Denver in town, and then Denver in town on Saturday, Chicago in town on Monday. And then we hit the road again, Portland, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. So some stiff competition, but Portland's wounded. We can take a game there. San Antonio is not playing their best ball. We can take a game there. Dallas will be a tough game because Luka Doncic is Luka Doncic. So Harrison Barnes is going to have his hands full. And then playing against the Rockets, that's going to be tough. Not only will Harrison Barnes have his hands full, but Rashawn Holmes will too, playing against Porzingis. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you as always. Sacktown Breakdown, Skip here. Sacramento. Peace.